I hit an 8x on a Solana NFT last. And honestly, I feel like Steph Curry, because that's pretty hard to do in this market. So today I'm gonna go over the upcoming Solana projects I'm looking to mint so we can actually make some gains, because it's rough out there. Wendy's doesn't do the 4 for 4 anymore, it's 4 for 5. We actually have to start making some money, boys. And if you like and comment on this video, I have whitelist spots to give out for Dirty Sneakers Pizza Club. Make sure to do all that YouTube stuff. Let's go. Look, I know everyone's in full panic mode right now, but there are still gains being made on Solana. And sometimes you have to zoom out. We buy pictures on the internet and then they print money for us. It's not a bad way to live. I point out this project. This was a couple of days ago. Crypto Cowboy Country. This was minting at 0.5 Sol. Made sure to let everyone know about this in the Only Snipers Discord. And we can see at the time I'm recording this, that's almost like an 8x. Why did I think Crypto Cowboy Country was going to do well? The number one thing you're looking for right now on Solana is narrative. I see Crypto Cowboy Country and I'm already imagining the tweets on the timeline in my head. I'm thinking about people tweeting out like, yeehaw, this town ain't big enough for the both of us, howdy partner. I'm thinking about like ways communities can come together and have kind of like a mimetic viral element to it. And I just hadn't seen anyone do like the whole Western style of NFTs yet. Also, they did a really good job of getting influencers' attentions by doing one-of-ones, actually writing funny tweets to those influencers. So the main thing to take away from this Crypto Cowboy pump is to never overlook the power of a project's Twitter account, especially if it's fucking funny. And there's also tons of red flags you can check on Twitter. So in doing the research for this video, I went through a lot of projects and I'm pretty much convinced 95% of Solana projects are made by the same person. Seriously, most of these projects stopped tweeting about a week ago, and I think they're not even gonna rug, they're just not even gonna go forward with the art because of how bad the market is. So I think it was like Great Goats that started this, but I love the black background with like an animal head, like a skull. That's pretty much 100% of projects right now. So you look, you got this one, not saying any of these projects are rugs, but I'm just gonna scroll through some profile pictures here and you let me know if you see any difference in these Twitter accounts. Okay, all right, that's a little different. Same shit, same fucking shit. Credit to them, they they tried. This one, they just said, fuck it, let's just do the skull. Don't even do an animal skull, just do a regular skull. So in this video, we're gonna try to pinpoint what makes these upcoming Solana projects' Twitter accounts work. So Loop Bender's chilling here, 13,000 followers, nothing crazy. This might seem obvious, but the art has to be good. And personally, I like this. This looks hand-drawn. This almost reminds me a little bit of Goop Dudes in that it's like a bit unfinished. It looks like something you'd see in a textbook. This is the key here. You have to have some humor. Please make a joke about my bags being down. Tell me I should work at McDonald's. Make fun of me because I like that. So we have some sense of humor here from the Loop Benders account. This has been another core trend, is having a picture with a bunch of different other projects in it. You got D-Gods, you got OK Bears. So the Discord is closed on Loop Benders, so you're gonna have to rely on yourself to go on the Twitter account and like and retweet and try to get yourself involved. The next one being Mystical Masks, which guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's got the black and white profile picture. I'm still gonna move ahead with it. A lot of hype around this project, 70,000 followers. It's funny, I actually like talk about these projects because these are the ones that I'm bullish on, and then you just like, I end up fudding them because like I click on this white paper for Mystical Masks and I'm like, oh great, we actually have a white paper. We have, you know, an explanation of what's gonna be delivered. We don't see that a lot, you know, these days. It's just branding. Yeah, this is basically, they have a white paper with one link and then TBA. So not a lot there, but what made me bullish on them was they're partnering with Blocksmith Labs, which when you think of Solana right now, there are only a few projects that have credibility. One of them I think is probably Blocksmith Labs. Ultimately, I want someone else's reputation to be on the line for these projects. If Blocksmith Labs really did vet Mystical Masks, I think they're doing things the right way. So this isn't the craziest collab in the world, but they did announce the partnership with Blocksmith Labs. Get the Forge ready, which is the native token for Blocksmith Lab, and they're gonna do some raffles for maskless spots. Because again, the worst thing that could happen to a well-established project is getting in bed with a rugged project. I mean, why would you do that? So there has to be some obvious connection between these two projects. Blocksmith Labs has an 88 Sol floor. That's a lot for them to lose. That's quite a reputation to put on a line for some raffle-less spots. So if you ask me, Mystical Mass is probably gonna be a pretty solid bet. Okay, the next one is Bigfoot Town. Almost 30,000 followers. Not crazy hyped, but they're following the playbook that's worked really well for a lot of Solana projects. Namely, they did a one-of-one for me, which I think is a good way to get influencers influencers' attention. They did this for some other people in the Solana space. It's a smart idea. You want to create awareness for your project. And if you're showing like, hey, we're malleable, we can do different types of art styles based on, you know, my popsicle profile picture. That's like a real team that's not just churning out stuff on Fiverr. They're like really going for it too. Moon Roving Soul NFTs. Okay, I'm not like a huge, like I don't follow every Solana influencer on Twitter, but somebody with 36,000 followers is getting this one of one. So they're going hard on this. They want to build a whole multiverse, but also give you tools in the interim, give you actual utility. So they have NFT Folio app as their ecosystem partner. So built in within their Discord and in their economy, you'll be able to use the NFT Folio tracker app. A Solana project I am super bullish on, did a video about them last week, is Chill Chat. You can see they did a one of one here for Pachera over at Chill Chat. Love that. Also have Kupi Crypto, which is the K Labs. It's another tool you can use for portfolio management, whitelist management, mobile alerts. So they're trying to provide premium access to the best tools on Solana. And basically, this is not GameFi. This is basically a game DAO. So tons of great partnerships, getting the attention of a lot of big influencers. And I think building a game DAO instead of just having game theory mechanics built somewhere into your roadmap is a smart way to frame things. Okay, real quick, this next one, Dirty Sneakers Pizza Club. Again, what's the first thing I'm looking at on this Twitter account? Some decent engagement here, but the art looks, it's a little different, okay? I mean, I've seen so many, like we talked about, like the goat with like the skull, black and white, and at some point, sneakerheads are gonna come to Solana. I mean, sneakerheads are big time degens. These are people who wait in lines hours on end for like a Travis Scott sneaker because they can resell it for more. So there has to be some overlap. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but Dirty Sneakers Pizza Club, the narrative is pretty cool. Basically, they're trying to do it where it's like, this is Bored Ape Yacht Club's POV if they were looking down at their feet. Again, haven't seen so many sneaker focused projects. You'd think there'd be more. I'm actually gonna give away some whitelist spots for this project. You just comment, you like, you do all that YouTube stuff. Let's like pump up the algorithm and give a big fuck you to Jeff Bezos. Okay, the next one is the Pilgrims. And again, on the Twitter account, we're just trying to look for reasons they won't rug. The Pilgrims here, this is pretty legit. June 16th, a couple days ago, they announced they are launching on Magic Eden's launchpad. And trust me, many projects have failed on the Magic Eden launchpad, but they rarely have rugs. It has happened before. Shout out Balloonsville. But usually this is a pretty good sign of things to come. And again, we want to look at the art here, anime inspired. I mean, looks like something that would pump. This is pretty good art. And then boom, you guys know what makes my dick hard. Blocksmith Labs partnership. Let's go to the moon. And this is actually a strategy you guys can use. Go look at blue chip projects like Blocksmith Lab, D-Gods, maybe even look at like a famous Fox Federation that's not necessarily a blue chip, but look at like well-established projects and see what whitelist they're giving out. Because if they put their stamp on these projects, they have to be good. If they rug, that's fucking FUD for them. That's a whole week of a narrative of, hey, why the hell do you have such a high floor price and you're giving out whitelist spots for anon rug projects? Again, pretty solid art here. Maybe there's some GameFi options in the future with this, but Pilgrim's definitely one to watch out for. Okay, the last one is Lonely Listeners Club. Oh my God, it has the black and white profile picture. Just kidding. We'll let that one slide. Honestly, at this point with Solana projects, it's like, is the art good? Yes, there's some really well-detailed art here for Lonely Listeners Club. And then, are they active? Yeah, this team tweets every single day. And like I said at the beginning, a lot of projects I had on my radar, I've stopped tweeting in the past. They're not even focused on launching their project. They're never going to launch their project in these market conditions. So you just got to give some respect out to the ones who are still here building, because they probably have good intentions. They also got this trailer here. This kid is vibing. He's got the AirPod in. He just smoked a joint. Kind of looks like me. And that's the video for today, boys. I'm going to be at NFT NYC this week, meeting with all the homies, influencers, you know, degens, traders, collectors, scammers. It's gonna be fun. I'm building a lot of connections because I have something huge on the way. If you've been in the Only Snipers Discord, you know what's coming. One sniper equals one tank. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a good time to get in on the Only Snipers floor. A lot of big stuff coming up for you guys, but just want to thank you for watching these videos. And remember, as always, to say, gang, gang.